Hey, what's up you guys? So today we are going to be doing a little tutorial for you. So right now I'm just messing with some scar wax I'm going to apply to my nose because we are doing a broken nose. So with the scar wax, normally you're going to want to put some spirit gum down first, but because I was taking this off pretty much right after, I didn't put that step, which actually caused me to have quite a bit of difficulty. So yeah. So once you get the scar wax down and pressed onto your nose, you want to flatten it around the edges and make a little area that is going to be able to be cut open, because that is what we're doing. And so I'm flattening it the best I can into my skin and like pushing it down with my nail and stuff to get it flatter. You can use a spatula, you can use something like a spoon, anything that's going to get it flat against your skin that is also not going to stick to the scar wax. Once I did that, I kind of pushed it around and made a little mound. And then I'm going to apply a thin layer of latex. I started with a spatula. I don't know why. I usually just use a sponge. But I did go to the sponge to end up blending it into the skin a little bit better so it wasn't just gloopy. But I'll apply liquid latex all over it. Sometimes, depending on how good you are, you may want to do the cut before the liquid latex. I learned it was a little bit difficult to do it after it, but the latex just secures it on top of the skin, creating like a little barrier on top. So as you can see, once I got the cut, which I just used with a spatula, I put latex on it, and then I'm using the Skin Illustrator Zombie palette with the color of, I think, blood. I don't know if this is the new blood or aged blood. I think this one is aged blood first, and just kind of putting it a little bit everywhere just so it looks like there's dried blood. And then I'm going to go in with a bruise color and I believe a sponge and make the bruise. And there's literally a bruise tone to the Zombie Illustrator palette, so that's what I used. But I'm bruising up the entire nose as well as under the eyes just to give it a little bit more of a realistic effect. As you can see, this is really red for me. So I also ended up paling it out a little bit better. So I diffused it with normal alcohol, and then I also diffused it with yellow and green. And then once I figured out that that was still not helping, I added the color rice paper, which is actually closer to my skin tone than I would have thought, and ended up applying some of that to blend it out even more. So here I am diffusing it with, I think, yellow or green or just the alcohol. I just use an eyedropper, by the way, to get the alcohol from the bottle to the palette because it's a little bit easier. Yep, I just applied. There's me just diffusing with just the alcohol. I diffused everything so it would be lighter. And then added some yellows. Then because I decided it was a little bit too dark still, this is the color rice paper. I just took a little bit of a brush and then blended that really well into the skin. Next I just took a little palette knife with some of my thick blood from Ben Nye and put that in the crease of the nose, and then just kind of laid it around the area of the nose as well, to give that more glossy blood, thick, scabby looking grossness on my nose. And here you go. Probably could have done the better bruising, but that's a basic tutorial.